What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Back with my post-fight for Sergey the Crusher Kovalev versus Isaac Chilemba. Took place on an odd day, on a Monday. I was doing Monday Mail Day, finishing that up, and I almost forgot about it. And I ended up catching it from, I think it was round 2 on. This fight did go the distance. Congrats to Sergey Kovalev on another victory. However, this is something very interesting. Before the fight, Kovalev says his goal was to create a statement. As we all know, Andre Ward versus Sergey Kovalev is the main fight that has been signed on by both fighters. At the time, there were only 2 fights that stood in the way of that. Alexander Brand versus Ward and Isaac Chilemba versus Kovalev. And now that this is out of the way, Kovalev did secure a victory, then he's in position to fight Andre Ward if Ward gets past Alexander Brand August 6th. Now, I was in the Ward gym. I got some more training videos of Ward. The man is focused on Alexander Brand August 6th. That will be up on the channel today. Make sure you like and subscribe. But very interesting, because before the fight, like I said, Kovalev said his mission was to knock out Isaac Chilemba to set a message to Andre Ward. He did have a knockdown in the fight. However, Isaac Chilemba took another L, but he remains a fighter who has never been knocked out. And Kovalev's a really good boxer with the hometown advantage. I expected a bit more from Kovalev. The fight was a lot more competitive than I thought it would be. You know what I mean? Kovalev, you have to look at it. Kovalev is a wrecking ball. Now, I'm not saying that Kovalev is a pushover. I don't believe that. Some people would probably even go far out to say, oh, he wasn't really trying to coax Andre Ward this into a fight or something like that, and he wanted to look vulnerable for Ward. I don't really believe in that, and I think in boxing that would be foolish to do anyway, to basically fluke your performance and not look as good as you possibly can in order to play possum. I mean, I've seen playing possum with like Muhammad Ali when he's in the ring fighting somebody, but to play possum in a whole completely different fight, it makes no sense, especially in front of your hometown crowd, paying fans and things like that. So Isaac Chilemba, he was game. He was game. He didn't win the fight. I think Kovalev, he won fair and square. However, he looked less than spectacular. It wasn't like a Pascal 1 or 2 performance or Blake Caparello, even though he got knocked down in the Blake Caparello performance. But a lot of people asking me who I think would win. I'm going with Andre Ward. This solidifies him. Now, again, Kovalev is not a pushover. Kovalev definitely has a chance in there. But if Isaac Chilemba could go 12 rounds, if Ward acclimates to the division, once you guys see the training videos that I put up, once you see that, I mean, the man works like a mule. It's ridiculous. You'll see it when I put it up. But Ward, to me, he definitely has a shot. At first, I was like, you know what I mean, this is a risky fight for Ward. And it still is. I'm not saying I can't base anything off of, because we've seen, like, look at Sean Porter. He didn't look great to me versus Eric Bonet, who's, you know what I mean, a kind of a middle of the road dude. But then he was really game versus Keith Thurman. So that is also something you have to consider. Sometimes when fighters are up against their best elite level competition, then they're going to put in that extra work, and you know what I mean, because they know they kind of fight to their competition, if you will. So again, it's an even match. It's still a 50-50 fight, a great fight. Kovalev can win it, but based on everything that I've seen, I am leaning towards Andre Ward. I just think he has a higher skill set. His jab, his movement, his elusiveness, his sequence of combination, his ability to clinch. As long as he acclimates to the weight right and gets past Brand, I think he could beat Kovalev for sure. But Kovalev did his thing versus Chilemba, and he secures the spot to challenge Andre Ward should Ward get past Brand. And you know what I mean? Upsets happen. We've seen Fafara upset. We've seen a ton of upsets in recent memory. So we'll see. But based on what I've seen, Alexander Brand should lose to Ward, and Kovalev beat Isaac Chilemba via decision. But that was kind of shocking. Like I said, I thought with the hometown crowd that Kovalev would have all the ammunition he needs. Plus, he knows the Ward fight is looming in the background, so he wanted to impress. So I'm not sure what happened. Maybe, I don't know. It's just all speculation right now. I just expected him not necessarily to get a knockout, but I expected to be less competitive. And Ward told me this personally. He says sometimes, he's like, people complain about me fighting at home in Oakland. Sometimes that's harder than fighting out of home, you know what I mean, out of state, away from home. He said reason being because he says I was in the crowd, like, you know what I mean, I see people in the crowd I went to school with, that I grew up with. So he said sometimes people make dumb mistakes because you're fighting and you want so bad to impress your hometown crowd. It's not easy. It's easy, you know what I mean? A lot of people are very critical, highly critical on Ward for fighting in Oakland, but what he says has definitely a valid point. You know what I mean? When you start seeing familiars and people that come into your gym, and if you get knocked down, you got to look them in the eye, or whatever the situation, you just want so bad to get the knockout, you might make a mistake. So then maybe that was the case for Kovalev. This was his first time fighting in Russia in quite some time. He's been a road warrior, fighting cleverly in his backyard, going to Canada twice to knock out Jean Pascal. So maybe it had something to do with that. But he did win fair and square, beat Chilemba. It was on a weird day. I don't know how the viewership would be, but if I get any information on that, I will update you guys. Let me know what you guys think. Sergey Kovalev, Isaac Chilemba. The fight is over, and you can probably catch it on YouTube shortly. Let me know what you guys think of the fight we all want to see. Does Ward get past Brand? Can he beat Kovalev, or will Kovalev still be too much for him? Great fight at light heavyweight. Drop that in the comment section. Make sure you like my video as always. Hate, comment, and subscribe. Till next video, it's Ego signing off.